MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Nationals and the Cincinnati Reds. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Around first, digging for two. And he's looking for three right out of the gates today. And he'll get there as he kicks off the ball game with a triple.
Leadoff men are supposed to light the fuse and get the offense going, right? Well, that's exactly what he does right here. Great way to start the day.
Striding in now for the Nats, Bryce Harper. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch coming, here it is. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Hamilton going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 10.
So digging in now, Andre Dawson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Skied into straightaway right. Schebler has a beat on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Vladimir Guerrero. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Popped him up. But this will land untouched.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
Jose Peraza will be next. Fouled off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Harper. Gone! So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. First home run of the campaign for him. And with it, the Reds have tied the ball game at 1. And here's Jose Peraza.
Hey, you come out of spring training feeling pretty good about your swing. And how about this? Your first at-bat of the year. Kaboom! This could lead to a very big year. First at-bat, home run. Not a bad way to start.
Here's Scherzer now 1-1. And it's fouled away. No outs, nobody on. Weak chopper up the line. And a barehanded attempt, but he can't get his palm around it. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Joey Votto. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already one homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
And this is swung on and missed by Votto, and he's retired for the first out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Scooter Gennett is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's nuts.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the Reds are able to square things. Now batting, Anthony Rendon. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the upper deck and gone. Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Nationals take a 2-1 lead.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Showtrack because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Here comes the first pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. After it is Hamilton. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting eighth. Second
Here's
baseman.
Daniel Murphy now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Line towards center field. Hamilton is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the leading off the inning, Scott Schebler, and they'll need him to get something going here. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Schebler stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was taken in the 26th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one. Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
2 balls and a strike to count. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing it.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Welcome back to Cincinnati for Major League Baseball on MLB Network from Great American Ballpark.
Leading off for Washington, the pitcher number 31.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Scherzer.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Duvall is underneath this one, and very quickly one gone.
The batter number 7, shortstop.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Trey Turner. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now the second pitch of the inning is hit in the air to center. Hamilton is under it. 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Harper.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hamilton is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. 3 up. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Luis Castillo, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Castillo.
A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Ready for another chance? Jose Peraza. He drew a walk his first time up. No balls and 1 strike. And low, it's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Full count to Jose Peraza. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Fouled away.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
And he finally puts him away here as he strikes him out after an 11-pitch at bat.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Scherzer comes set. 0-1 on its way. Missed with a slider. Votto playing here in his age 34 season. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments. And you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Lifted the other way to left center. Turner is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. Striding in once again, Andre Dawson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Andre
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a solo home run for the Hawk, Andre Dawson. First home run of the campaign for him, and it gives the Nationals a 3-1 lead.
I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the ship. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there, as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Vladimir Guerrero has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent. And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Pitch is a called strike. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Now the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Guerrero at third with nobody out. Hit hard towards center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. Throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
Runner's on his way to third. Strike called. Now the throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Lifted in the air out to right. Schebler is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. So add one more on the sac fly, as that'll make this a 5-1 game. So a sac fly here in his first major league at bat. Not the flashiest way to start a career, but you have to respect the guy who goes out there and puts the team ahead of himself.
Not the flashiest, Matty? That's an 0 for 0 with a stake right there. I'll take that any day of the week, any at bat I've ever had in the big leagues, let alone my first one.
Now a swing by Zimmerman, and a ball well hit out to deep left field. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo home run here for Ryan Zimmerman. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
For pitcher number 31, Max
Digging in for his
Scherzer.
second at bat, Max Scherzer. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Jeanette has it. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. Stepping in and ready for another
Leading
shot,
off the 4th
Eugenio Suarez.
Third
He'll look to
baseman,
bounce back after
Eugenio
striking out his last
Suarez.
time up. And there's out number 1.
The batter, number 3.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Jeanette.
Scooter Jeanette.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Turner has it, and he'll let it fly from deep in the hole. And this is played nicely on the bounce over there at first. So great plays on both ends as they team up to record the second out. Swing and a little tapper. But it gets fouled. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and that will bring in the right fielder, Bryce Harper. First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can, right into the shift, and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, Dero, when you come up all the way through high school, Little League, college ball, and the minor leagues.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. And now the runner's trying for third. That's a strike. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Dawson swings, and this one is hammered to deep left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Robert Stevenson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero. Sent out to straightaway center field. Hamilton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. There's the look of the final line for the Reds starter. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw, to keep the inning going.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that you said it, Dero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap.
Meanwhile, here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. In there. Now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Rendon on 3rd with 2 out. In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a 2-run homer for Gary Carter. First home run of the campaign for him, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Now batting.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now.
Ryan Zimmerman.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Hamilton is under it. And that's the 3rd out. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Last half of the digging in to try it again. Adam Duvall comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
And Vlad will put this one away for route number 1. In now for the Reds, Tucker Barnhart. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Phil Gosselin will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Missed with a slider. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Michael Lorenzen gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to short. And there's his first base hit in this one. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour.
And he's into second safely with the stolen base. The 0-1 delivery. Now a bunt attempt here. Votto scoops it up, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Trey Turner. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and there were 2 down. Here's Bryce Harper now. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's 1 for 2. He's set, and the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit hard down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. 1-2 the count to Billy Hamilton. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Popped him up.
But this one's out of reach into the home dugout.
Little dribbler down the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
The 0-2 once more. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Fouled off.
I didn't realize the pitcher and the hitter were being so charitable today, giving away 7 free souvenirs to the fans. This is one of those epic at-bats. Everyone wins.
Drifting over is Guerrero, and he has it for out number 2. In is Joey Votto now. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Pass. Scherzer's ready. Here he comes 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game, just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Andre Dawson will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. First delivery to him on the way. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. In now is Anthony Rendon. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's 1 for 2. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to short. Peraza has it on to first, and they don't come any easier than. Ready once again, Eugenio Suarez. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And he lays off for ball 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away.
Right fielder, Scott Schebler.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high, so this gives the.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Send it back right where it came from.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Max Scherzer. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Hit out toward second. Oh, he does get to it to knock it down. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Now batting.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Scherzer rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as they extend their lead even further. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
1-1 the count now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Kevin Quackenbush comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Runner breaks for third. Strike called. Now the throw down. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. And now they'll get the third out here, but it won't come until the run is all. Digging in to try it again, Adam Duvall. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. 0-1 the count. Way in front of a great slider that time. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And oh, that gets him on the mound.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
Duvall aboard here at first with nobody out. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Line hard to the left side. But this is the 1-2. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Jesse Winker will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Murphy backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Billy Hamilton. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Duvall leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now in the Jared Hughes enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Jared
Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rendon. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to... Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The catcher.
And now for Washington, Gary Carter. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled to the left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. So having collected hits number 1 and 2 of his career, he's got to be happy with his performance so far in his debut.
Oh, he's ecstatic, Matty. The thing you want to prove to yourself is that you belong at the big league level, and that's exactly what he did today, putting 2 quality AB.
And hold on there, that's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. And the runner's breaking for third. Strike taken to throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. So batting practice continues here today as they notch their 7th home run of the game.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. You know what, D-Row, when the wind's blowing out like it is today, you're going to see a lot of home runs, and that's what we saw.
Yeah, Dan, you know this as a pitcher. You can mishit a ball, and it's going to the cheap seats today. They did an excellent job of changing their approach and getting balls in the air.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
That was a nasty sinker right there. Sometimes you get a little luck on the offensive side. Definite ground ball with eyes right there.
Scherzer.
Adam Eaton will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Adam Eaton.
On the move is Murphy. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. Comes set with the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Hamilton arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner, his career line against Jared Hughes. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Short, hit hard. Peraza takes it in. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. So Sean Doolittle takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. And here's Jose Peraza starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Jose Peraza is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Third baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. One there on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Strike one to start the at-bat. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Count still at 1-2. Suarez is off at first with 2 away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off.
Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Nationals move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
17-1 the final today.